Hello, everybody. Welcome back. It's me. I'm here. I'm on a cart. And, let's see how we can get down off the Great Bridge of Hylia here. I feel like I should be able to climb off somewhere. I distinctly remember that being the... they're about to blow up the bridge. Yo, why did you... why do you move like that? Oh my god. Oh my god. Why he moved like that though? It looked like somebody drag and dropped him in like Photoshop or something. Oh, 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 oh. Push the block. Push the block. Climb the block. Climb off the things. Okay. Looking at the trajectory that way, right? I would have fell and hit my head directly on the rocks around. No way I would have made it. I'd have for sure died. We swimming. If there wasn't water down here, I wouldn't have jumped. Like, how deep would water have to be to like save you from a fall? You know, like in video games, you fall in like you at least deep water and like from any height and you're good. But like, no way in real life it would work like that. No way in real life would like 80% of things work. Let me talk to this guy. We gotta get to the Zoras and find the spirit and all that. Yo, huge clown. That is not a customer, that is a monster. And also, thank you for pointing him out. Because I need to go over there so I can fly on bird. I'm gonna eat him up. Eat him up, up, eat him up, eat him up, eat him up, eat him up, up. Eat him up, eat him up, eat him up, up, eat him up, eat him up, eat him up, up. How do these things just function like whistles? Also, interesting thing posed by the fact that he is a wolf and cannot blow. That makes it like... It's not the... Ow. Yeah, I mean, okay, it's not the fact that it's the herb. It's the fact that it's the pitches. So, like, wouldn't one have to be, like, really skilled to do this right? No way you're just gonna pick one up and be like, oh yeah, I'm really good at this. Come down here. I'm munching on you. Eating on you. Eating on you. Munch. Getting schmunched, baby. Has he perished or is he still alive? Come on. Get up. I keep forgetting to not, like, jump attack at him. Because, like, that does nothing for me. It does not help me. You gonna pick me up? That was quick. That was quick. That was very quick. Alright, here we go. Got a pilot bird. You know one movie that I didn't watch, but I also will never watch, but I like saw a review of. It's called Holiday in Handcuffs. Bad movie. Is all I can say. Not a good one. There's like a reason why I don't want to watch it. Does not look like a good one. Reason being, it's okay. Here's the I just don't it's one of those movies where like you don't really understand why it came to exist exactly. Like cool, like sometimes that kind of story like works. But other times but like when it comes to something like this movie, what were you going for? Who is this movie meant for? Who's supposed to enjoy it? It's a romance film. Opens up with a girl, a lady. She's calling her parents. They're like, well, we're going to the family lodge thing that we do every year. You better bring a man with you. And she's like, yeah, I got a boyfriend. It's going to be great. Because, you know, that's how families are in Hallmark movies. We'll disown you if you don't bring us home a son-in-law. Anyway, she works at a restaurant. Her boss, for some reason, has a gun, like an old-timey, like, hear ye type blaster, which is important. Trust me, it's important. But it's just a random fact about how, bruh. It's a random fact in the movie. Anyway, she's chilling at the restaurant, doing her job, talking to her best friend, because her best friend also works at the restaurant. And all of a sudden, in comes her boyfriend, like, hey, I hate you, we're breaking up now, I no longer wish to be romantically involved with you, and then he, like, leaves. just being a real meaner about it. So, logically, this is probably where the logic ends in the movie. Like, this is the last logical thing that happens. She's obviously upset about that. You know? And it's kind of hard to work when you're upset like that. Just at work, when we're having a good time, talking to your friend, getting ready to go see your family for Christmas. In comes this random guy. He's just a guy. He is seated. He makes his order. Since, you know, lady's in a little bit of a funk, she doesn't really process what's going on, you know? Makes sense that would happen. But he gets a little upset, as one would, when when the waitress cannot hear what you were saying. You get a little frustrated after a while. And he's like, alright, whatever. At some point he just like settles for whatever she was talking about. Then he goes to the bathroom. Remember how I said there was a gun? I don't remember what motivated her to do this. However, you know, remember how there was a gun earlier? Well, she grabs the gun, follows the guy to the bathroom, and before he goes in, she pulls the gun on him and demands that he go to her parents' lodge with her for Christmas. You'll start to see where the handcuffs part comes in. She straight kidnaps Brody. just actually real life kidnaps the guy to bring him to the family lodge. Great. That's the exposition. That is how we begin our story. That is the information we are given to start the story. Lovely. Incredible. So, you know, she's kidnapped the guy. She's got him tied up, bound and gagged, is driving him. She has to stop at a gas station so that she can use the potty. Out comes the gas station, the guy who runs the gas station, and he's like, hey, what's up with that guy in your car? And she's like, oh, that's my boyfriend. He's really into the you know, ropes and handcuffs. So I'm treating him on this trip. And he rather than questioning this out any further, which, you know, honestly, I wouldn't question it any further. Maybe I would, but probably not. He offers her a pair of pink fuzzy handcuffs on just free of charge. She's like, you can have these. He's like, you can have these. And she's like, cool, thanks. And they continue. They go to the house. Before she brings him in to the lodge, she's like talking to her parents. She's like, oh, my boyfriend does this bit, right? He does this little gag whenever he's nervous, where he pretends like he's being kidnapped. So if if he brings any of that up, just ignore him. He's just, that's just how he is. Ow, ouchie, ouchies. So he comes in and like legitimately for like 40 seconds in the movie tries to convince the parents that he's been kidnapped, and meanwhile they're like, oh, ha ha ha, yeah, funny. And then afterwards he just stops. He no longer cares. He doesn't try any further. Not a lick comes out of not a word comes out of his mouth after that about him being kidnapped by this random woman. That's sure, cool, whatever. This is how it goes, I guess. Can one of yous come with me, please and thank you? Thank you. Thank you. Oh, I have half a heart right now. I have half a heart right now. Well, let me get this guy. Let me get the two of these guys. Alright, yeah, right. What happens after? Oh, yeah. So then he's just, like, going along with it. Which makes no sense. Makes no sense. Why, why just accept it? That's the weirdest part. He just goes with it. Anyway, there are no phones at this resort because they like collect them all and put them away or something. And then okay, yeah. So eventually, a couple of days later of dealing with this family, he finally goes and like, yeah, he finds a phone. He finds a ranger, finds a phone, and he's like, "Can I call?" The first person he decides to call is his actual girlfriend, the woman he's actually dating. She, rather than being like, "Hey, so where have you been the past couple of days? What's going on?" And him saying he's been kidnapped. After he says he's been kidnapped, she complains about how he stood her up on Christmas because he had been kidnapped. like the kidnapping happens like Christmas Eve so that she can go and get him to the house. and they were supposed to go on a date, and he hasn't been able to be in contact with his girlfriend, and rather than calling the police, she just hangs up on him. So he's left to accept that this fate that he has been given. And of course, I don't even feel like explaining certain parts of the rest of this movie, because it's just like they just play it off like it was a love story. Like this was like a love story. But like, no, this is just Stockholm Syndrome. I don't understand why they would do this. Oh my, it's so silly. It's such a silly film. But yeah, that's just how it goes. Eventually, the girlfriend does call the police. And oh yeah, the police also like arrest the best friend for like a accessory to kidnapping, but she wasn't involved in the kidnapping at all. She was just working at the restaurant at the same time. Like, what's up with these guys? Excuse me. Yeah, not a good movie. I don't like it. Who's talking to me? Who's talking to me? Okay, I was just looking for her. Why is she so detailed? Like, she looks so out of place. Rutella. I love how all the, like, leaders are named like they were in Ocarina of Time, but, like, not really. Let's see, what do you want from me? She wants me to save the boy. I need to swim, so... Alright. I'm gonna call this one here. After, I guess, this cinematic shot. But thank you everyone for watching. Many thank yous. I hope you enjoyed. And you all have a very nice day. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.